My God, over 6 million wild boars are wreaking havoc in the very heart of the American South. Georgia, where endless fields of corn, soybeans, and pine forests should have stood as symbols of abundance, has now turned into a battlefield. Wild boars are not just a species of wildlife. They are the most dangerous invasive threat in the United States. They tear up the land, devastate crops, and wipe out hundreds of thousands of tons of food every year. Why has Georgia become the epicenter of this invasion? And what strategy could possibly stop their unstoppable advance? You're watching Wild Hunters, where every hunt is a mission to defend the land, the harvest, and the balance of nature.
Saat şu an kaç? Saat 11:30.
Wild boars rip apart farmland, deplete food supplies, spread disease, and threaten entire ecosystems. This most aggressive invasive species in America causes staggering losses every single year. Do humans have the strength to stop this nightmare before it's too late? Traps, fences, or night hunts have all proven powerless against their explosive breeding and near indestructible survival instincts. What solution is strong enough? Or will we remain forever trapped in the nightmare of wild boars? No longer alone, farmers now join forces with John and David, two seasoned hunters. Armed with a semi-automatic AR-10 and .308 caliber, a Remington 870 shotgun, a UTV side-by-side, heavy-duty pickup trucks, and trained hunting dogs, they turn this fight into a full-scale campaign, where mankind unites to confront the fiercest invasive threat in the United States. Next, we come to Anthony's team, with modern weapons like machine guns and airplanes. The bat pigs are in a stalemate, and the situation is, as you can see, the shots are like affirmations that humans will keep the crops in ecological balance at all costs. At dawn on the open plains of the Wiregrass, the hunting team quietly pressed deeper into the vast terrain. The moment they arrived, the hounds were released to track. Echoing barks rang out from a nearby hillside, an unmistakable signal. The prey had been found. From afar, a massive dark figure charged forward, surging like a living storm. There was no time to hesitate. The rifle was raised, breath held tight in the decisive moment. And then, a thunderous shot shattered the silence, igniting a fierce showdown between man and the most relentless invasive species in America.
Aferin oğlum. Evet arkadaşlar. Motorun önden gidiyor. Geçmiş sol tarafıma. Görmüyorum ben onu. Motordan indim. Nereden geliyoruz? He? Nereden geliyoruz?
Not far away, David spotted a boar with his head buried in the ground, feeding completely unaware. In an instant, he raised his gun, movements sharp and precise, each second stretched taut like a drawn string, nothing left but breath and heartbeat. Suddenly, the shot rang out, clean, decisive, tearing through the stillness, closing the clash in suffocating silence. But this was only the beginning. Countless more remained hidden in the shadows.
Köpekler fena yoruldu. Domuz. Vur, getir. Nereye? Saat kaç oldu ya? Ben görüyorum domuzu, bak kamerada görürsün. Ben yere yattım, komple uzandım yere. Sana geliyor. Ben böyle baktım, yana yamuldu. Çet çet çet çet çet çet çet çet çet çet. Ya.
Hala ben yukarıda vardım, har har har har ötüyor.
The next day, the journey carried the hunting team deep into the Oconee forest, a tangled labyrinth where every thicket and trail could conceal the shadow of an invader. Tension hung heavy in the air, for any sudden movement could turn into danger. From the darkness ahead, a massive figure exploded forward, charging with raw, unrelenting force. David raised his rifle and pulled the trigger without hesitation. The gunshot echoed through the ancient woods, shattering the silence, a warning that the challenges to come were only a matter of time.
İşlem tamam. Aferin. Te. Aferin Oscar. Tüm av camiasına selamlar.
While the echoes of gunfire still lingered in Oconee, in another branch of the forest, John unleashed the hounds into the dense trails, driving the pursuit. Their barks reverberated beneath the canopy, pressing hard against the fleeing boar. Then suddenly, a gunshot thundered, ripping through the stillness, marking yet another life or death moment in the battle deep within the forest.
Tehlikeli yerde alalım bizim. Yorucu bir gün. Herkese rast gelsin.
As a new day began, the hunting team pressed deep into the Chattahoochee forest, where rugged terrain and shadows beneath the canopy concealed countless dangers. Upon arrival, John released the hounds to track. Within minutes, urgent barks erupted, signaling that the prey had been exposed. The gunfire roared, marking the moment when man seized back the initiative in the fight against America's most relentless invasive species.
Aferin. Hadi yataktan kaldıralım diye hepsini saldık. Sonuç ortada.
A few hundred meters away, the sudden appearance of a massive invader made the forest fall into heavy silence. John reacted instantly, rifle raised, every movement sharp and precise. That fleeting moment stretched tight like a string pulled to its limit, waiting for release. Then the gunshot erupted, its sound rolling through the forest, shaking the stillness that seemed eternal. But this was more than just a shot. It was proof that mankind still holds the strength to seize the upper hand in the battle to reclaim its land and harvest. At the same time, it was a warning. This war is far from over. For every wild boar stop, today is only a fragment of the millions sowing chaos across the nation. The pursuit continues, and the trials ahead will surely be even more brutal. As dusk settled, footsteps still pressed steadily through the ancient forest. The traces of the invader had not disappeared. The hunting team pushed forward, releasing the hounds along the familiar trails. Their barks echoed loudly, breaking the stillness of Chattahoochee and driving the chase. Within moments, the prey was forced into the open. A gunshot rang out, its thunder rolling deep through the woods, a signal that the pursuit was far from over.
Ne araştırdın yahu? Önde yürümeye. Nasıl oldu?
Valla birden çıktı, arkam döndü.
Aynı izine geri mi geldi?
Aynı izine geri geldi.
Oo.
Karşıda kan var. Karşıda taşın.
Ne bu? Omuz olmuş. Ne yordun bizi be?
After a brief rest, the hunting team set out once more. Dawn cast new light over the Piedmont forest, yet the tracks of the invader still pressed deep into the damp earth. The journey continued, drawing them further into the wilderness, where every step carried unseen peril. Upon arrival, the hounds were released, their echoing barks signaling the chase had begun. Moments later, a gunshot thundered, shattering the silence, the resounding mark of a small victory in a long and dangerous campaign.
Aferin. Herkese selamlar. Sabah kayısı aldık. Domuzun en son bacakları bile kasılık kaldı. Aferin oğullarıma.
And just ahead, the decisive moment draws near. The chase begins the instant the hounds are unleashed, their instincts ignited in full force. The pounding of paws echoes through the forest, each breath quick and relentless as they drive closer to the trail. Ahead, the wild boar bolts in desperation, trying to vanish into the thickets and familiar paths. But the noose tightens. Every stride of the hounds is not just brute strength, but disciplined training, working in unison with the hunters behind them. This is no longer a simple flight, but a fierce clash between untamed instinct and a carefully orchestrated strategy. Through moments in the rugged mountains, David leads the team down to the swamp, where a new challenge awaits. And there, the hunters lie in wait, ready to be called. They surge forward instantly, spreading across the field with instincts honed by training. Within minutes, one dog begins to bark loudly. The others quickly converge, all heading toward one direction. It seems they have picked up the trail. A hunter shouts, "Get in position!" The team falls into formation immediately. Each man knows exactly what to do. No one utters a word. Every eye tracks the dogs moving out. The tension strings tight like a drawn bow. Then, just seconds later, the wild hog's signature grunt echoes from the brush. No doubt remains. The target has revealed itself.
Yeah, baby.
What's mama?
That's some good diddles there. All right. Got the hog.
That's this one right here.
We heard him. We was coming to you, buddy.
You got a dog? I got it. Take one of these, I got it.
Then he started grunting,
I heard
and
the
he took
grunt.
off again.
Oh, okay.
Caught him again. Caught him twice.
It sounded like a bigger hog than this, though.
Yeah, I thought he was bigger.
now, bro.
Yes, indeed, y'all. Well, the pig is down.
Next, we
the pig
come
is
to
caught.
Anthony's team, with modern weapons like machine guns and air
Hit
pounds.
a hole back there so deep, it hit the lost.
The bat pigs are in a stalemate, and the situation is as you can see. The shots are like
Oh,
affirmations
baby
that
dog.
humans will keep the crops and
Mean
ecological
killers,
balance
huh?
at all costs.